Chris Griffey, I'm a student from JTech, and today I'm going to be giving you just a quick brief overview of how to use an OBD scanner on this 2012 International TranStar. Here we're going to be using this Bosch wireless scan tool. As you can see, we got the scan tool itself turned on, ready to go, and we got the wireless adapter hooked up to the OBD connection located next to the steering wheel. And these scanners are very useful tools. They're used so you can read the DTCs, or the diagnostic troubleshooting codes. Pretty much it reads the information from the vehicle's ECU just to make it easier for technicians to diagnose any faults or malfunctions in the vehicle itself. Okay, so when you're looking at fault codes, basically you have two types of codes. You have active and inactive. Active codes are pretty much as it sounds. They're codes that are active at that moment in time, happening in real time. And the inactive codes are fault codes that were active at one point, but the issue has either been resolved and or they just haven't been cleared yet from the system. So it's pretty much inactive codes are like a DTC history, you could say. So as you can see on the scan tool, it says we got 4 systems identified. We have brakes, engine, instrumentation, and multiplex. So if we go, so we'll start from the top and go down. So brakes, you can see we have one active fault code and one inactive fault. Engine, same thing, active fault, 4 inactive, and then 4 inactives. Instrumentation, there's no faults, at least stored in memory. And in the multiplex, we have 7 inactive faults. I'll just go down the list just to give you some examples. So we have our right fuel level sensor, says it's valid but above normal working range. High degree severity. We have your current too low or open circuit in the horn, rear view mirror, heater, current too low or open circuit, high position rear tractor flood lamps, current too low or open circuit, cab, HVAC system controller, abnormal update time, headlamp too high beam, again current too low or open circuit, and then same thing, right dipped beam 1, current too low or open circuit. So these are pretty much just brief summaries just to pretty much guide the technician on where they should look to correct any malfunctions in the vehicle. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start up the vehicle and I'm going to show you guys how this scan tool can be used to monitor the different values of the system in real time. Now before we start the engine, I'm going to choose some values here that we're going to monitor. So we're going to go to actual values. We're going to hit continue. So we can also monitor different values of the vehicle in real time, such as engine RPM, temperature, different pressure readings. So I'm going to quickly show you how to navigate through this scan tool so we can monitor some of those values. We'll pick what we want to monitor, and then we'll compare them with the engine not running, and then we'll start the engine and see what readings we get. So let's see. Do engine. Continue. Just cancel that. Establishing connection. Okay, so we're going to go to actual values. We're going to hit continue. We're going to go to measure selection. Pretty much we're going to select the different measures we want to keep track of. Okay, so right now it has everything selected, but we don't want to have to scroll through all that, so we're going to unselect all, and then we're going to select, let's see, we'll do pressure, temperature. So we'll do voltage. And let's look at speed, not time, let's look at speed. So let's see. Let's see, fuel delivery pressure, we'll use that. Intake manifold temperature. Oil pressure sensor voltage. Okay, so now that we have our value selected, we're going to hit continue, and it's going to show us basically a little table. Now we can change the way we want to view this. We can we can have a table if you so desire. We can do a graph setting. It shows you what we're monitoring and has all the lines color coded. And as you can see, right now just going straight across because there's no change in value because the engine's not on. Now if we go back, we can do a visual representation, so the indicators. And then pretty much just whatever you prefer, whatever is easiest for you to read. So just give me a second and I'll start the truck up and we'll see what values change. Okay, so now we got the truck started. So you can see we're monitoring engine speed for RPMs. We have a humidity voltage for the humidity sensor. We have intake manifold temp, and we have oil pressure. So right now the engine just idling, so the lines are pretty stagnant still. But I'm going to give it some gas and we'll see how the lines change. So as you can see, as I apply the gas, the engine RPMs are increasing, represented by the graph. Now, if you don't want to use the graph, again, we can go back. You have the table you can use. As you can see, the engine speed is increasing. Oil pressure sensor voltage also increases with acceleration. And we have our digital indicators right here. Okay, so as you guys saw, these scan tools have a wide variety of uses. They're pretty much indispensable in any shop and any technician. So as you guys can see, the scan tool has a wide variety of uses, from reading DTCs, giving you information in real time about the vehicle as it operates. And I'm not going to show in this video, but some of these scan tools can even control the different systems of the vehicles from outside the cab, such as the windshield wipers, the air conditioning, and various other components. So this is definitely a tool that you'll see every single day in your work as a technician. I hope you enjoyed my video for the brief overview of a vehicle scan tool, and I'll see you guys next time.